Meet the business.
And welcome to the Lakers starting five. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks is out there with Green. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Now here's Thompson, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to plug every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute this strategy.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Thompson after the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. And it's Şengün penetrating. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Great take from Şengün. Excellent. Probing the defense and finding ways to finish.
From deep, here's Doncic. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Doncic outside. Shoots from the line. Thompson pulls it in. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Pass to Şengün. This one for 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
This speaks to how assertive Şengün can be. Love when he makes quick decisions like that there.
Left side, Vanderbilt. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Three-pointer, Brooks. And Houston, another 3.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. A terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks.
Houston foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Brooks. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And they doubled up Doncic. Finney-Smith, a screen. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney-Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 5. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Brooks against Doncic. Right side, Finney-Smith. Outside, Vanderbilt. Launches it. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
The Rockets lead by 13. Eason, pass to Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. And stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's the Lakers on the break. 1 second left. Yes, on the jumper.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And so it's Houston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Rockets here, they've really been putting on a show.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Thompson. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Dillon Brooks. And it's Green in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. From deep, here's Doncic. Thompson pulls it in.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now the Lakers moving it up. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Şengün finds Green. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Houston shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
LeBron James.
And the free throw, no good. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's...
Oh! Huge slam by LeBron!
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston. They've led by as many as 14. And a miss there on the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Finney-Smith with it. Checked by Brooks. To the inside. Hayes misses. The Rockets lead by 10. Out to Thompson. Here's the three. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Eason. Deflected. Vanderbilt against Thompson. Vanderbilt, the pass to Hayes. Thompson with a steal. On the wing, Green. From outside the arc. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson. Eason's got 6.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Doncic outside to the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Green with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Green, the pass to Eason. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Doncic really excels at keeping defenses off balance in the pick and rolls.
Brooks outside. Thompson scanning the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 12.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Doncic against Brooks. Doncic outside to the middle. Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Well, to make it plain, LeBron just makes everybody around him better. Really takes a lot of pride in setting his guys up.
Eason, a screen on James. James against Green. Here's Şengün. And Şengün, throw it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Green with the ball. Give him 8 points now. Misses the three. And so it's Houston ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
26.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Alperen Şengün getting it done today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Alex Len is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Goodwin in at the 2.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Reeves against Tate. Now here's Reeves. He's covered closely. Len beyond the arc. Kleber, that's good. Kleber's got his first 3 points of the game.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Smith with a screen on Reeves. Here's Whitmore outside. Nails it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Hachimura from long range. The Rockets pull it in.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And here's Tate outside. Drills it from deep. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
Clock at 4. He shoots. And the jumper falls for him.
Reeves.
The Rockets lead by 11. Here's Whitmore. And that one is stuffed right through.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Houston on D. From deep, Reeves drops in the 3. Reeves has got 5 now.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Inside, here's Tate. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Lakers trail by 10. Outside Reeves. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Hachimura, the pass to Kleba. Here's Lynn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
The Rockets lead by 8. Outside Whitmore. Outside Tate.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clock at 6. Back to Whitmore. The layup misses.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And there's 1:45 left in the third. Pass to Hachimura. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Houston. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
1:11 left in the third quarter. They get it back. Here's Lynn. Kleba, right side. Tate against Reeves. 6 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Lynn can't hit. Houston leading by 10. Pass to Whitmore. And a nice finish on the layup. Whitmore's got 9 points.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Down low. Here's Landale. Soft touch off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Pass to Whitmore. Shot blocked. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Rockets ball.
Here's Smith. And that's not going to go. And so it's Houston, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. How about the way they've... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, there may not be a lot. Power it home!
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And the Lakers with possession here. It's a 16-point game. And Doncic launches from deep. The long-distance three is buried.
Wow. I don't know if anything's out of Doncic's range.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. James with a steal. Right side Vanderbilt. James outside. No good from outside. Three-pointer. James from distance. Easy work.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
Now Thompson. The three. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand full punch.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Brooks against Doncic. To the paint. Doncic on the wing. The 3-ball. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Lakers trail by 13. Outside, Finney-Smith. Hayes with a screen. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Green from the arc. Finney-Smith pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. Houston leading by 13. Green with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Launches it from deep. Another miss by Green. Los Angeles has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
For 3. Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
Really good work by Finney-Smith there to get himself in position, doing the work before the shot. And once he gets the ball, he's good to go.
Pass to Brooks. Now here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Doncic against Brooks. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Doncic puts up a deep 3.
And when it comes to defensive wings, Brooks is as good as it gets.
Here's Green. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And Doncic with the jam.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
Pass to Eason. Back to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Rockets.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Green.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Shot clock at 5. Brooks. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Hayes. James with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Sent away.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Drives to the hoop. Brooks, right side. And here's Thompson for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a
time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the fire.
Mr. Craig, this might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Green with the block.
A wiry guard, Green's length can sneak up on you. Might have just surprised the shooter.
Here's Eason. And here is Green. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Jokic with his screen on Brooks. Here's Brown. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Brooks. Şengün with a screen on Murray. Here's Brooks. And Brown pulls it down. 21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. And that one, good.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. To the inside. And it's blocked by Şengün. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Thompson is doubled. Pass to Şengün. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Murray. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Here's Green. Out to the right wing. Şengün finds Eason. Right side, Green. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Tenacious on that drive. Green using his speed effectively.
And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Stan, they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in coach time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gordon with a screen on Green. Wide open look here for Murray. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
At the end of one, a closely contested. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Green. And it's Şengün in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. You know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised, nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. Murray against Green. To the left side wing. Here's Jokic. That shot missing. Great defense that time from Şengün. The drive by Green. And the shot is good.
How about the agility from Green, finding a way to get to his spot despite the contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Here's Brown. Brooks covering. Here's Jokic. Great defense that time from Şengün. Murray against Green. And there's the drive. And it's Green slapping it down.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Pass to Thompson. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Off target at the rim. Jokic with it. Now defended by Şengün. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Jokic.
And he is brimming with confidence. Jokic just doesn't question his decision.
And the dunk by Eason.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
2 minutes.
For 3, Murray. Gordon, the pass to Murray. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Şengün with a wide open look. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 7. Brown, the pass to Porter. Murray looking around. Gordon with a screen on Green. The deep 3 from Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open beyond the arc.
Şengün finds Green. to Şengün. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Jokic against Şengün. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
And Green slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Brown. Brooks covering. Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Rockets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Russell Westbrook. Peyton Watson is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Strawther in at the shooting guard. Here's Westbrook. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I have a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here, did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul.
Team foul. Shooting for Denver. Dario.
Some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Westbrook, and it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Outside Westbrook. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Westbrook. Here he goes. Pass to Watson. Just 5 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And now just a 5-point Houston lead. Now Green, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Denver ball.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Westbrook. They set the pick. Pass to Strother. Can't cash in from close range.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Here's Watson with the drive. Rockets with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Tate with the screen for Smith. Pass to Landale. Back to Smith. Count that one. And it's a 9-point Houston lead.
Whatever they ask Smith to do, he is more than willing. And boy, is he capable.
Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Takes it inside, and it's Whitmore missing.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Watson with it. Latre. They get it again. The kick out to Westbrook. And Zeke Naji gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Charge, a screen on Tate. Here's Strother. Screen by Charge. 6 to shoot. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Off target with his 3. Now Whitmore. From deep, Green. And it's there. He nails the buzzer beater.
And they get it to double digits just as we get set for the final quarter here. That 3 could be a killer.
And so. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. A pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jason Tate out there with Whitmore. And it's Smith, and it's Green, and it's Landale into the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Drives to the hoop, and Whitmore throws it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Strother. 3-pointer. Landale grabs the miss. Houston leading by 10. Pass to Tate. Good on the bucket.
Man, just adding insult to injury. victory, he just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And the Nuggets with some changes. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Brooks with no one around. No good on the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gordon finds Jokic. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could see why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Watson, he's checked in for Gordon.
Watson.
Şengün against Jokic. Outside, Porter. Hits it from three-point range.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Here's Brooks. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Rockets lead by 11. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. But boy, he just keeps coming.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Murray against Green. Murray kicks to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Jokic with the toughness on the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Şengün passes to Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
The kick out to Porter. No good with the triple. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Easton passes to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Houston.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Green.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Thompson against Murray. Outside, Porter. And the three off target. The drive by Green. Murray against Green. Murray left side. Pass to Brown. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
Personal foul. First team foul.
24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And it's just competing. And, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Poked away. Here's Green. He takes it in, and it's Green with the jam. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a
Grant, what you... We expect a veteran-heavy matchup like this.
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Hayden Watson is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Porter with the steal. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Brown. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
James, a screen on Murray. Doncic, pass to James. And he buries his first look.
That's pretty much any coach. That's how he'd like to start the game.
Here's Brown. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. James, a screen on Murray. From deep, here's Doncic. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few. What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Here's Brown. Outside Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Over Vanderbilt. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
To the inside. Shakes him. And Hayes lays it in.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll give them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Now here's Murray. Outside Porter. Jokic with a screen on Vanderbilt. Porter, the pass to Jokic. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Oh, LeBron with the slam.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear him.
Now here's Porter. Here's Brown. Porter with a screen on Doncic. Knocks it down from distance. Brown's got 7 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Nuggets trail by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, The Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Doncic. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Right side Vanderbilt. The three. Rebounded by Denver. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Doncic with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Can they get it? They get it again. Pass to Hayes. Here's Vanderbilt. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Brown. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Watson. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Doncic. 4-3. Counted from distance. Doncic just got 6 points.
And I love Doncic's shot selection. So smart at knowing when to shoot it.
The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Hayes kicks it to Doncic. Over Murray. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both shots good from the strike. Porter looks it over. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the other thing you notice is how determined...
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
What a dynamic drive by Murray, upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
And that one's good. James.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Murray inside. James is there. Here's Brown. He's marked by Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Some solid defense from Hayes. Los Angeles leading by 3. Fires the 3. That one's good from James on the assist by Doncic. James has got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
Oh! Huge slam by LeBron!
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Brown. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Brown passes to Jokic. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Jokic has got 6.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Doncic up strong. And Doncic hammers it home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Jokic passes to Porter. Fires for 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
The Lakers lead by 3. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Jokic. Murray with it. Picked up by James. Brown passes to Porter. And stolen by Hayes. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And it's James with the jam.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
Jokic passes to Watson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Corner shot. Not going to go that time.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Doncic outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Comes up empty down low. To the middle. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
A good look from Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by James. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead. Jokic against Hayes. Pass to Watson. His first shot coming late. Got it.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
The Lakers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. Punching it inside. LeBron.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Jokic to screen. Jokic using his size.
And this is how powerful Jokic is, able to still score despite the contact.
Here's Doncic. Out to James. Spins. Vanderbilt to pass to James. Yes, it's good. James has got 18.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The 3 is up. James from distance. Easy work.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And here's Porter outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Come on. They're thinking about the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got Austin Reeves. Rui Hachimura is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Goodwin in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Lakers lead by 10. Reeves with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Pass to Goodwin. Uncovered. Again, the Lakers.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Here's Najee. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
Outside Reeves. Hachimura outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Back to Reeves. Shoots. It's hauled in by Saric. Nuggets trail by 11. And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
Kleba, screen on Westbrook. Here's Reeves. Pass to Lynn. Jacks up a three. And Los Angeles, another three.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Strawther. He's scoreless. Screened by Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, everyone knows Gordon is a gifted dunker. I mean, guess the defense just needed a little reminder.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Now Hachimura puts up a three. It's rebounded by Najee. Here we go, one-on-one.
2 minutes remaining in the
Gordon on the wing. Hachimura covering. Pass to Najee. Here's Gordon. And the layup is good. Gordon's got 6.
Yeah, nice touch from the big man. Gordon just burrowing himself into the paint and going to work.
From deep, Reeves. Here's Hachimura. Outside Reeves. Back to Hachimura. And he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they have...
Oh! Wow! Reels! That's what they came for.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Strawther. No points yet. Clock at 6. Saric outside. Oh, swiped away. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Hachimura. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Westbrook against Reeves. Pass to Lynn. Back to Reeves. Inside, 4 on the clock. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And stolen by Reeves. And yep, it's good. 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Strawther. Here's Gordon. Tipped. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Nikola Jokic is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Murray in at the 1.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Here's Doncic. Got a hand on it. Jokic against Hayes. To the inside. Watson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Down low. Jokic, no good. Los Angeles leading by 10. James, left side. 3-pointer off the mark. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Outside Porter. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 and... I can't believe he just did that!
Wow. See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Here's Brown. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Brown passes to Porter. From downtown, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to James. Hayes with a screen. Porter against James. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Murray. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Outside Vanderbilt. Off target from 3-point range. Nuggets trail by 10. Murray scanning the floor. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 1:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. James goes in, and it's James with the jam.
For such a big dude, all he needs is just a little bit of daylight, and LeBron is going to be hanging on that rim.
Murray passes to Porter. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And he's all alone. And he lays it in on the break. And the Lakers lead by 14. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
5 to shoot. They kick it out to Murray. The 3 is up. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Lakers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Porter's shot is off. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Doncic on the wing. James, a screen on Porter. Here's Doncic. James outside. Porter with the steal. Jokic against Hayes.
Nikola Jokic. Defensive foul. Jackson Hayes. His third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the
free throw drops for Jokic. No good that time. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A clean win. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat.
Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA and the Houston Rockets starting five. Tari Eason is out there at Thompson. Then it's Brooks. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And for the Lakers, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the center position. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams are no different.
Good vision that time from Green and anticipation. Kind of knew where his teammate was going to be.
And Doncic, here we go. Here's Hayes. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
To the paint, here's Brooks. Nice D from Doncic.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And it's Brooks in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Now Thompson, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Thompson passes to Brooks. Green inside, working on Finney-Smith. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Doncic finds Vanderbilt. Eason grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Green deciding where to go with it. Down low and stolen by LeBron. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The three for Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's LeBron. A second chance effort. And Hayes kicks to Doncic. Clock at 6. Vanderbilt keeps it alive. James on the fumble.
Making room inside. James fighting for the rebound and delivers.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Back to Thompson. And that one is off. Great D that time from James. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Doncic against Brooks. Kicks it out to James. Vanderbilt a screen on Brooks. And it's LeBron James with the three. James has got 5 now.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
Eason with a screen for Green. Inside. Here's Eason. Pass to Thompson for the three. It's rebounded by Hayes.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
James a screen on Şengün. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
He was all alone on that one.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Here's Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Fades away. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Rockets on top, leading by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Pass to Eason. Thompson sets the pick for Eason. They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The ultra-popular internet star, Mark Phillips, in attendance to watch these Lakers.
Kevin, I don't know how big you are on social media, but that man has over 3 million followers, and he seems to be enjoying his time here in the arena.
James a screen on Brooks. The three for Doncic. Eason grabs the board. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 3-point lead. Pass to Şengün. Knocks it loose. James looking around. Back to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. James cooking from deep.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Green with the ball. Şengün with the screen for Green. Pass to Eason. Back to Green. Now Eason. Şengün with a screen on James. Offensive rebound. Şengün passes to Brooks. Thompson outside. Back to Şengün. To end the drought. And the layup is up and in. Şengün's got 7. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that?
I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
Thompson in the post. Vanderbilt defending. Thompson with the bucket.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Hayes dishes to Doncic. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. A miss that time would have put him up.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it from the arc. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. Rockets leading by 4. Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
When it's Green making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And there's the call on Amen Thompson.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Doncic outside. Pass to LeBron. Picked by Finney-Smith. 5 on the clock. Back to James. Here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Eason's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
That's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws. It down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. They get the rebound. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Lakers shooting their first free throw this game. Here's Thompson. No good on the last second attempt there. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Rockets lead by. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What can you say? LeBron James. What an impressive effort today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Green. Whitmore is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Smith. And it's Landale in at the 5.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Tate against Reeves. Pass to Hachimura. Rockets with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shots good by Green. And now it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Austin. Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? And he told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. And the foul on Jayshawn Tate. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Green with the ball. Now defended by Goodwin. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last two seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And that one's good, Whitmore. Whitmore's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Len with a screen on Tate. Reeves against Tate to the middle. And the dunk by Len.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Goodwin. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Goodwin's got his first 2 points.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Reeves the pass to Hachimura. Reeves outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's the 3. Goes up again. The Rockets pull it in. Whitmore with it. Now defended by Goodwin. And he comes up with the deuce. Whitmore's got 8.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Reeves against Tate. 3-pointer. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Yep, that one goes in there. Rockets leading by 9. Driving the lane, and Whitmore throws it down.
Really strong outing from Whitmore. You see the potential for greatness.
Tate against Reeves. Fires from deep. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
.24 seconds left in the third. Shoots the 3. Tate with the rebound. Jumps up. And Tate throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He's perfect from the line this time. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now.
Jalen Green at the line for one.
Is overturned.
The play is under video
Foul.
review.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Rockets leading by 10. Eason with a screen for Green. Pass to Şengün. Just 3 to shoot. Fades. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doncic finds Vanderbilt. Ron right side. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shots good by Green. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston.
He has a great feel for scoring in the painted area. Nice play by Jalen Green.
Poke loose. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. And the shot goes down.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Green drives in. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Nice break, the Lakers. Here's Finney-Smith. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Finney-Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
Green, the pass to Brooks. They kick it out to Green. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Gotta love seeing Green deliver the revenge 3-ball. Payback right at you. Great response.
Kicks it out to LeBron. That 3 off the mark.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Thompson slams it home.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
The 3 for Doncic. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And the dunk by Eason. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Here's Vanderbilt. Out to Doncic. On the wing, James. Doncic looking it over to end the run. The Rockets pull it in.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Rockets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Amen Thompson.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Thompson for the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude.
Clark, he just rocked the rim.
Insanity on display right there. Wow.
Woo. Thompson outside. Fades and shoots. No good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care.
Fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
So the Houston starting five. We've got Alperon Şengün. Dylan Brooks is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Thompson, and it's Eason in at the 4. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
On the wing, Brooks. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
And Allie, thanks. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Will stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniforms, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. Here's Brown. Jokic with it. Shoots over Eason. And it's Jokic missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Green for 3. Thompson passes to Green. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game. For Denver, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Eason against Murray. Now here's Jokic. Defense is right there. Outside Watson. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer.
Nice defense right there from Green. I mean, he's making his presence felt.
Here's Thompson. Outside for Brooks. From the arc. Another 3 from Houston.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Nuggets trail by 4. Murray looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 fouls.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Here's Porter. They kick it out to Murray. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get one up. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Şengün. Brooks has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the moment the fast break starts, Brooks is out in transition, and that hustle gives him the edge.
Brown passes to Porter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
That one on Şengün.
Nice to see that intensity from Porter Jr. Going right into the defender to collect a shooting foul.
Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it. And you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Houston. Here's Jokic to the wing on the left. Jokic the screen. Puts one up from 19. And it's Watson missing. The Rockets lead by 4. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side Green. Now here's Brooks. He has 7. Murray passes to Watson. Back to Murray. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. He has 7.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Gets it off. Got a piece of it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Houston. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Murray passes to Jokic. The big man, Jokic.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Outside, Green. Up and in on the layup. Green's got 7 points in the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keep possession. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Great open book there.
3 points.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Green. There's the block. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Outside for Green. From deep. Look at Green, showing off his range.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Murray against Green, and the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Murray passes to Watson, and stolen by Green.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Thompson, no good. Nuggets trail by 3. And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Knocks down the long J. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Brooks finds Şengün. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Green.
2 minutes remaining.
Eason,
in the first
pass to
half.
Green.
2 minutes.
Back to Eason. Pass to Şengün. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets trail by 8. Watson with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's Brown. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Green in the post. He's against Watson. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Watson passes to Brown. Back to Watson. Murray, a screen on Eason. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, Green looking swift on the break.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up the points in a hurry.
Here's Brown. Brooks defending. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Murray against Green. Rebounded by Denver. Outside Porter. Here's Watson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Green driving in. Here's Şengün. Back to Green. Outside for Brooks. Got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That'll do it for the first half. Rockets ahead, up 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Aaron Gordon is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Zeke Naji. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Lets it go. Pass to Smith. A deep 3. Gordon pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Saric. Here's Naji. And here's Gordon. Fires the 3. Rockets with a rebound. Here's Whitmore outside. Green in the post. Saric covers. And that one's good. Green.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Strother. Whitmore defending. Westbrook taking his time here. Fades away. Nails it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Whitmore outside. It's hauled in by Saric. Nuggets trail by 8. Westbrook right side. Uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got 5.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Here's Saric into the lane. Kicks it out to Westbrook. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Landale. The Rockets lead by 8. It's Tate on the wing. No points so far. The Rockets again can't hit. And it's Westbrook with the ball for Denver. Here's Saric. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Houston has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Whitmore goes in. Pass to Landale. Can't hit from in close.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Strother. Sends it home from three-point land. And now just a 3-point Houston lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Here's Najee. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
At the line for 2, Najee.
And he makes both free throws. 1:14 left in the third quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's Landale, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Gordon outside. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the tie. It's hauled in by Houston. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Whitmore. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Whitmore's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's Houston leading by 5. And time to step away. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Nuggets trail by 5. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Tari Eason, Green out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Alperon Şengün, and it's Thompson in at the 3.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
Right wing. Thompson outside. Porter pulls it in. And Denver shooting about 56% in this one. Jokic finds Murray. Here's Brown. Outside Porter. Lets it fly. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And that one's good. Green.
Using the pick there, Green saw the opening and let it fly.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter play. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Houston leading by 4. High arcing shot. That shot off the mark. Excellent defense there from Watson. And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Şengün. Murray for 3. That one drops. And it comes off an assist from Porter.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Back to Green. Pass to Thompson. Eason, a screen on Murray. Here's the floater. Thompson's shot is off. The Nuggets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Here's Jokic. Nails the baby hook. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Eason against Porter. Eason, good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Brown. Outside for Porter. Pass to Watson. Fires from deep. They get it again. The shot misses. The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Thompson in the post. He's against Murray. Here's Şengün. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, man, I just love seeing a pick like that. Unselfish play. That's just good basketball.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Jokic with a screen on Green. Green against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. And he goes with the big dunk right over Alperon Şengün.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
And demonstrating how fearless he is, Green welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Here's Brown. Brooks defending. The shot by Brown, no good. The Rockets lead by 4. Outside, Green. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
Jokic. Cash. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, there's that guard touch of Jokic. Simply incredible for a man his size.
That's his third personal foul. 14 foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
51 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
The shot selection of Jokic is sublime. So intelligent at recognizing when he should look to score.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And the dunk by Jokic.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebounded by Denver. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Out left to the wing. Watson passes to Jokic. Here's Brown. Lets it go from deep. And he recovers it. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Gregory. Sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at center, locking down the middle. Doncic against Murray. The kick out to LeBron. From downtown, hands it from downtown.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
James against Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Over to the wing, and stolen by LeBron. And here's Doncic from the arc. The shot misses. Here's Denver now. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Doncic kicks to Hayes. LeBron dishes to Hayes. Back to James. Fires the three. Vanderbilt the pass to Hayes. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here is Murray. Porter, a screen on James. Outside Porter. 6 to shoot. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Doncic passes to James. Stolen by Gordon. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Murray. Driving to the basket. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And stolen by LeBron.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Now, here's Doncic, and they double up Doncic. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball. Two minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Watson's shot is off.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper.
And it's so hard to take away the three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Now here's Murray. Still yet to score. On the wing, Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jokic kicks to Porter. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Doncic passes to James. Puts up a deep three. And another three for the Lakers.
From way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. Knocked loose. Down low. It's rebounded by Hayes. Finney Smith in the post. Porter's there. Outside, James. Vanderbilt with the screen. And that one's good. James has got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. Murray against Doncic. Murray outside. Launches it. Trains the three-pointer. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
James outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Murray. Doncic kicks to Hayes. Doncic looking it over. Here's Vanderbilt. Misses the 3. And Denver has possession. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
On the wing, Porter. Vanderbilt defending. Vanderbilt against Porter. Denver needs to get off a shot. Jokic, that doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Watson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the basket by Gordon.
just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Doncic. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. LeBron kicks to Doncic. It's good, and there's a block called in the play. He'll get one free throw.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. 1:46 left here in the second. Finney Smith with it, outguarded by Murray. They shoot again, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Jokic passes to Murray. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Gordon for 3. Misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3. On the wing, James. They grab their own miss. Vanderbilt the pass to Hayes. Kicks it out to James. Beyond the arc. James connects from deep.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Here's Murray. Pass to Watson. Jokic with the screen on Vanderbilt. Watson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. The Lakers in the lead.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Denver grabs the miss. Doncic with the steal. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers on top. They're up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
They've got Saric. It's Najee in at the foul. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Strother. Saric outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Lenka kicks to Hachimura. Len down low, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Len's got the first bucket of the third here for the Lakers.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Strother. Reeves with the rebound.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Launches a three, sinks the three-pointer. And now a 6-point Laker lead.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Pass to Brown. Here's Strother. Got a piece of it. Goodwin with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Westbrook passes to Brown. Back to Westbrook. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in.
The D must force Westbrook farther outside because he can absolutely hurt you from down there.
Pass to Kleba from deep three-point territory. Strother grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Brown. Len grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hachimura the pass to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
First team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Alex Len.
He's off on the second. Nuggets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Reeves against Westbrook.
2 minutes.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Lakers leading by 5. Up top, Reeves. He's covered by Westbrook. Shoots from the line, and he gets it to go. Reeves has got 7 points in the game.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Westbrook surveying the D. They get it back. Clock at 6. It's good. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. Sweet move. Can't hit from in close. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Brown. Still scoreless. 34 seconds left to play in the third. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the shot goes in. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Westbrook passes to Najee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. There's a screen. Here's Brown. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the center position. And they call an illegal screen here.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Jokic with it, working on Hayes. And Jokic gets it to go.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Doncic finds James. It's deflected. They get it back. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Murray. Porter passes to Jokic. Murray outside. Six on the shot clock. Outside Gordon to take the lead. It's hauled in by LeBron. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Porter kicks to Gordon. Back to Porter. Gordon with the screen for Porter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Doncic very comfortable down low.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Jokic high post, working on Hayes. Pass to Watson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Watson's got the game tied up here for Denver. Murray against Doncic. James outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. James outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Jokic rising up.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Now here's LeBron. It's stolen by Watson. In the corner, Murray with it. Back to Watson. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Gordon. 6 to shoot to take the lead. Vanderbilt with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Jokic with the steal. Gordon to deciding where to go with it. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Doncic. Luka throws it down.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personnel. Comes up with the goods on that one.
30 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Porter. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Jokic trying to free himself up. Here's Gordon with the clock winding down. Murray finds Watson with 1 on the clock. Money!
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Substitution on the court.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Doncic explodes off the drive. What a slam!
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Timeout called, Nuggets. Wow, guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Here's Brown. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Count it!
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anderson.